If I had to start over again today, no audience, no case studies, no brand, and if I gave myself 30 days, I would not start by building out funnels. I would not design my logo. I would not even master high level. I would start with conversations. Hey, my name is Paul Kim, and in this channel, I talk about getting clients with high level, but most importantly, getting clarity before we start implementing AI and automation. All right, so in today's video, I want to talk about basically getting your first client in the next 30 days. If you're watching this and maybe you don't have a client, or maybe you have a couple clients. And so what I want to do today is I want to tell you that most beginners overthink, overlearn, overbuild, and never get real clients. You don't need 30 days of building. What you need is 30 days of real execution. You just need 30 days of focused execution. What I mean by that, if you do the right activities, your odds are going to increase and the odds that you will get a client. So in my previous video, I talked about the local framework. I'll put the link to that video up on top as well in the description. So if we were to apply that local framework, LOCAL, L for local visibility, O for opt-in, C for conversation, A for automation, and L for lifetime value. So for the next 30 days, what we're going to do is we are going to apply on ourselves local visibility. You're going to focus on local visibility and conversation. And automations is going to come later. All right, so I'm going to break it down into 4 weeks. All right, so for week 1, I'm going to list a couple of things that we're going to do for the first week. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick a niche. Now, it doesn't have to be the most profitable. It is a niche that you should pick because you are very familiar with it, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to list at least 10 to 20 businesses. And what are you going to do? You're going to look at their Google reviews. You're going to look at their website. So once you identify those businesses, what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at their Google reviews. You're going to see if they are being replied to. You're going to check out their if missed calls. Potentially, just give them a call after hours, during hours. You're going to potentially look at their website follow up, meaning that once you submit a contact us form, what happens? Do they follow up? Do they not? So at this point, you're not pitching, you're pretty much diagnosing, okay? You're basically checking them out and doing some due diligence. And then week 2, what you're going to do is you're going to take those businesses, 10 to 20 businesses, and you're going to reach out to them, not to sell you, not to pitch, but you're going to basically have conversation with them and ask questions. For example, some of the questions are, how are you currently handling missed calls? Do you follow up leads automatically when they call or when they submit information? How are your reviews generated and how are they being responded to? And as you get these information, you're going to see that they have some visibility leaks in there. The goal here is that you're going to see that there are going to be patterns in the problems that you see in these businesses. All right, so now we're into week 3, and now what you're going to do is you're going to offer to simply fix that one problem. Now you may be saying, don't get too complicated and try to figure out that one problem. Go to all the businesses and say, okay, out of these problems, we have a solution for this one problem. Would you be interested? It could be as simple as the missed call text back. It could be leads follow up. It could be review request workflows. So pick one and just go and ask if they want a simple solution. So out of those 10 to 20 businesses, find a business that is willing to take up on your offer, basically saying that to fix that one problem, and then implement and fix it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to measure it. measure the results. You're going to adjust. All right, so now week 4, after you have went through all the businesses and made the offer, and you got one business to agree that to fix that one simple problem. Now, if all of the businesses have declined, then you may go back and say, "Hey, I'll provide this for free, and with your on the condition that if you like the solution, then you can pay me after the fact." All right. Now I wouldn't suggest it, but that's the last resort. Okay. So now you go and you implement for this business. And now you have a real case study that you can now basically rinse and repeat and adjust your service and improve upon that service. All right, so now assuming that you've took all the actions that I suggested, and by week 4, you have gotten a client, this will help you build confidence. This will help you gain clarity and give you some direction. If you're serious about getting your first client, start simple, pick a niche, have conversations, and if you want to set this up properly, I put the link to the 30-day trial of HighLevel. And if you sign up under me, I'll personally make sure that I walk you through the sequence, the proper sequence to get your first client, and so that you can rinse and repeat. All right. In the meantime, go check out my video on local framework where I go over this local framework and getting clients with HighLevel.